So this is Woodman here, and with another channeled message. I had a dream, and some believe in dreams that we travel to other realities and other dimensions. And I was trapped in this building that I just didn't feel safe in. And then I was looking out a window. I felt a strong longing to crash through the window and jump down several stories below. I wasn't worried about the fall. I wasn't worried that it would kill me. But I just didn't want to jump out the window in that moment. And then I looked at my reflection in the mirror about 6 times. And when I say mirror, I mean the reflection in the window. It's like, what's being projected onto me, and kind of like the Troxler effect. It seemed like my facial features were being distorted, and it was weird. And then the dream changed to me being part of this family, a family not like my waking family, but a totally different family. And I was like this ancestor, and I was mapping out this world for generations to come for my family, and it was weird. And so with the first part, I felt like, yes, I felt trapped, like wanted to break free. And so maybe I felt situations or pressures in my waking life that I felt troubled by or somehow under pressure from. And maybe with the distortions, maybe it was because I felt like I was misunderstood by others, that maybe others didn't truly get to see who the real me was. But then when we get to the world building for several generations, then this is hope, this is creativity, this is indicating that I'm trying to create a stable legacy, and with my sense of purpose, that resolving the inner conflict of how I feel and how I feel others perceive me, that I might truly stumble onto something that might be beautiful, that it might be long lasting, that would be a total breakthrough and a total ascension. And so I think that what resonates in my current life is that I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am destined to do great things. And so this is a journey of self discovery and growth, recognizing what powerful motivators, recognizing my own intelligence, recognizing my feelings, the psychic messages that I'm receiving, downloads from source, from spirit, from God, and that I just need to keep nurturing my positivity. That's going to help me get through challenges and help me manifest the life that I envision. That while the first part of the dream seemed somewhat negative in that I kept looking into this reflection in the window and seeing these horrible distortions. One distortion, my face was too wide. Another distortion, it looked like my eyes had come together like the Cyclops. Another distortion, my face just looked really ugly. The final distortion, it's like my eyes turned red, like maybe I was some sort of demon or some sort of underworld creature, that was up to no good. But I know better than that, right? I know that I'm not that evil person. I know that I'm not a cruel person. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. I make mistakes just like everyone else. I'm not perfect. I don't walk on water. Only the Lord really does that. But we all aspire to become better. The highest versions of ourselves that become closer to God, that become closer to the person that we are destined to be at some point. That we come from the source, and then eventually we'll return to the source, and at some point we will elevate, and we will keep resonating at a higher and higher frequency, becoming better and better. And so that was a very optimistic outlook to have, but it just seemed like maybe in the moment, maybe I was feeling like people weren't seeing me for who I am, because like I said, I make my mistakes, but my intentions are pure. I mean to do well, and I think there is not any among us who is completely perfect, who's never stumbled, who's never fallen, who's never made a mistake. But we keep pressing on, right? We have the love for God. We are obedient to God. We listen to God's messages. We're doing what we can to move our life forward in a positive way. And, I always say that the devil's a time waster. I always say the devil is the one who wants to throw difficulties our way, whether it be for a day, an hour, a minute, 20 years, whatever the difficulty might be. That difficulty is a testing period, because the devil is not the ultimate power in this world. God is. Devil has his domain to wreak havoc as he does, but that doesn't mean that he runs the show. No, he comes in to tempt people, he comes in to distract people, he comes in to make people waste their time, he comes in to make people forget about their relationship with God, forget about obeying God's commands, forget about being kind to your neighbor, and trying to live the best life you can, positively speaking, without having to destroy everyone around you. And that's not to say that you don't defend yourself, because obviously in life, there are many people who are do not mean well for all of us. There are many people who will come at us, who will be our enemy, and we don't even know why they're our enemy, because literally we just say hello and already this person looks at us and is like, I don't like you. So that's the reality of things, is we can't avoid that. As much as I would love to try, you probably end up doing worse to yourself by becoming the people pleasing person that ends up having to compromise and become someone you're not, just to try to keep people happy. If you have to change who you are to make people happy, then something is terribly, terribly wrong, because you are who you are, and those who love you and accept you for who you are not going to be trying to change you into something that you're not. You have to really, really have discernment, and you have to really choose your company wisely. I think a pastor said in church today, be careful who you get into bed with, because this can cause a lot of trouble for your life. And he's right. He's absolutely right. That I have learned that lesson again and again, that if you align yourself with the wrong person, it can truly, truly mess you up in ways that you could not imagine. That it's sometimes better to stay alone if you find that you're going to end up getting into connections and relationships with people that can't be trusted, people that have bad intentions, people that don't have a good heart. All you can do is pray for these people, but associating with these people can cause you harm as well. And some of these people would be happy to see you harmed and then laugh and then move forward and leave you behind, left for dead on the side of the road. So you have to be careful who's around you. You have to be careful who's in your circle. Only deal with people, who have good intentions, a good heart, who believe in God, and have the very best intentions for everyone. People who are slimy, people who are corrupt or crooked. People who just can't ever fly straight. These are the kind of people you don't need in your life. You don't need the negativity. You don't need that energy drain. You don't need those people bringing you down. So that's all I have for you today. Please like, share, and subscribe to this message. If you're new here, welcome. This is family. This is a safe space. You're welcome here. If you are returning, please, I thank you so much. I love you so much. You keep this channel going. In the name of the Most High God, I wish you health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance, as well as protection for all your days, should you deserve it. Woodman signing off. Have a great day. Take care.